Hey everybody, I want to talk about taking existing layers out of an AutoCAD drawing and exporting them to a standalone files so that they can be imported into other drawings, whether they be new or existing. So right now I'm in my layer properties manager here, and we can see the layers that I've set up for this drawing. They have specific colors, line types, and line weights associated with each layer. So over here I have a button for my layer states manager, and if I open that up, it is currently blank. I haven't set up any layer states for this drawing. So if I select new, it's going to prompt me to give my current layer states a name, and these are all the layers that I have set up in this particular drawing. So I'm just going to call this one my layers and say OK. Alright, now I have this layer state specified for this drawing, but I want to take it a step further, and I want to take this layer state that I've called my layers and export it to a separate standalone file outside of this drawing. So down here I can select export, and under my documents I'm going to key in my layers. Yours probably by default already says my layers, or whatever you named it. Now previously I've called another set of layers my layers, so it's going to ask me if I want to replace them, and I do, so I'm going to select yes. Okay, so I've saved all these layers as a specific layer state, and I've also exported them as a standalone LAS file. So assuming that I've finished my drawing and I've moved on to another drawing, by default, if I start a new drawing and open my layer properties manager, the only thing that I should have set up is the default AutoCAD layer, which is layer 0. So what I would like to do is take all those layers that I created and import them into this drawing. But before I do that, there's one important step. You have to manually load your line types into your drawing. So under the 0 layer here where it says continuous is my line type, I'm just going to click here for the purpose of loading my line types. The only line type loaded in this current drawing is continuous. So I'm going to select load, and rather than going through and manually picking the different line types that I need for the drawing, I find it fast just to take a shortcut and do a Control A to select all, and I'm going to load all of AutoCAD's line types into this drawing, and then I'm just going to hit OK. Now I can go back to my layer states manager button here. Again, it's blank because I've not set up any layer states for this particular drawing, but what I can do is come over here and select my import button and find the standalone file that I created a moment ago. So I'm in the proper directory here under my documents, but I don't see the layer states file. This is because by default AutoCAD is searching right now for DWG files, as you can see down here. Where it says files of type, it's currently looking for drawings. But we saved our layer states as what's known as a layer state file, which is extension LAS. So if I click on layer states, I'll see my layers appear, and I can double click to select it. And the successful import dialog box is where you will just select restore states. And now all of my layers have been imported into my drawing with their respective color assignments, line types, and line weights.